Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for walking on into the doors of the boxing rehab here, known as the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show, where we talk numerous topics. And today we're doing the post-fight recap. Takuma Inoue. That was, considering where he's at in the rankings, what he's trying to do, you know, him capturing the OPBF, the Oriental Pacific Boxing Federation. It's like what the trinket with the little federation within the WBC. So him being number 7, capturing that belt, gets him a pretty good spot, considering he could only go WBO and WBC. He's not going to fight his brother. And in the WBO, he's number 7. This dude's double sevens. And that's, you wonder if Top Rank will get Inoue as well as a little side deal, maybe. Just thinking networking, the way, unfortunately, the way boxing is, you got to think like that. Considering, will that be their maybe ticket in as a mandatory type slide? Considering O'Malley just got reinstated. See if that's still with the PBC, Donaire, all that circuit. And then you have Casemiro. Now, as far as the fight itself going, he definitely was able to time Kurihara at ease. Inoue was. And that's what we talked about, was the 1-2 distance, but always at the same speed. I said that he reminded me of a Bivol, but just a very unpolished, watered down. And you could see his hands were low. He was always available for the offensive counter hook, the defensive counter left hook. That jab was always same speed coming or going, and Inoue was able to be first on it, counter over it. It was the same punches over and over and over. And what was good on Inoue, like I said, regardless of whatever the competition was, I mean the level, whatever the level you say Kurihara was to Inoue, some people did comment and say, Kurihara's world levels. I mean, yeah, there's levels. Inoue's world levels above Kurihara. It showed in that fight, but at the same time, it also showed that regardless of the levels, you can still get fucked up. And Inoue knew that Kurihara could hurt him. Because as far as Inoue was hitting Kahito with clean check hooks, clean straights, Kahito was just eating through that shit, just walking through it. Like I said, the headbutt in round 1 was definitely, which ended the fight. It was definitely a major factor. Was it gonna be anything deterring the outcome of that fight? Maybe at moments you could have had a feeling like, dang man, if Kahita could get maybe like a moment where he can trap Inoue and let some shots off, because his shots definitely had more effect as far as threatening, I would say, to make a fighter change their game plan. And Inoue showed good footwork, You know, a great strategy, the proper strategy. You ought to do. I know I'm better than this fool. I know I'm definitely better than this guy. I can outbox him. Stay away from his power. And it's always it's boxing 101. When you got a power puncher, especially a slow up and down, no special effects dude, 1-2, 1-2, who's slow with his punches, what do? You constantly move, you know, make him reset his feet. And Inoue did a great job at that. Never let the predictable power puncher set his feet to throw that predictable power. And when he was ready to throw, you knew when he was ready because Inoue kind of stopped his movement to allow him to pound and just counter him, check hook him. So overall good ring generalship, and that is my addiction here on the RT Boxing Show. That's why I run this rehab center known as the RT Boxing Show for us boxing junkies. I know what it feels like to have that addiction. So therefore, seeing this bout, this Inoue bout, I definitely had to come here today because that was a nice performance of ring generalship. I had to come in this session for that one for sure. So again, thank you for your time and support. Number 7s across the board for the WBO and the WBC. Where can he go from here? Can he do what his brother did? Can Emmanuel Rodriguez get revenge on one brother? On my little brother. Oh yeah, little brother. Can it go down? Can it go down? Where else can he go? The WBC. That's number 4, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Charlie Edwards. Sorangavisa. He's up and down and back at Charlie Edwards at number 3. Donaire number 1's tied up, or O'Ballys. I don't see Takuma going that way. Over in the WBO, perhaps. I don't see Top Rank. Well, if he's with Top Rank, we might get some fights, you know. But I don't see Top Rank giving him Greer before his brother. Now, how about Mike Palania, the guy who upset Greer, or Teti? Teti's out there, you know. Teti's a questionable character, you know. Questionable. He seemed he's okay, but really, who has he beaten, you know? So that's question. He has a good strong backhand, but did that chin check do something to him? Because his marbles were definitely shaking on that. So when he gets knocked out, his marbles get loosened. So, Inoue's not that's a dangerous fight because Inoue's shown that he's not a power puncher. But is Teti's chin there to be tested again? There's, like I said, there's possibly, besides the domestic Asian fights he could pick up as the OPBF champion. Besides those domestic fights, he could stay busy with some tune-ups, the mandatories of that belt, if need be. But as far as, you know, trying to get that world level title, WBC route, you got the Charlie Edwards at number 3. Maybe stay on that side of the world. You got Emmanuel Rodriguez. You know, it's always that brother tie-in story. WBO again is much better chances. You got number 10, who's, like I said, who's on that side of the world with this pandemic, Austin Palinsa. You know, like I said, it's power punchers for him now. It's power punches. Butler, Teti. It's a lot of fights for Takuma. A lot of fights. It's going to be interesting to see, because he's going to have to use that ring generalship that he showed against Teti with that reach. Mike Pena, that power he showed against Greer. Austin Palenta, that size and power. He's gonna have to use that. That's what I like. I like Takuma. You know, he gives me my addiction, that ring generalship, but it's gonna be a tough road for him. Let's keep an eye out for number 7s across the board. Well, I always say across the board. It's on the number 7 at WBC and at WBO. Takuma Inoue gets the 9th round technical decision. That headbutt, it just took too many shots, and the referee eventually called the doctor in. Like that was like the third overall round, and the doctor looked at the cut. One immediately after the headbutt was in the first round. Like I said, it was a sway in the action headbutt. You guys saw it. And then the fight was just pretty much Inoue moving, resetting the feet, being first, countering. The power's not there because he was hitting him hard as fuck. Thank you for the time and support. The Double RT Boxing Show.